posting, pummeling, all this kind of good stuff. And we're in our spot. It's just getting away, getting to it, and this is literally just holding in here so we can attack this arm to set up our grips, our Kimura. All right. He's obviously not going to keep pummeling away and messing with this. He's going to start trying to tuck it, which actually helps us completely as far as start working for our grip. Now, sometimes in the middle of this transition, once we get our stuff locked up, he's able to grab a foot and work his head out here. And people are like, oh, what do I do? This is where your grips have to stay static. They can't flex and get wimpy like this. So when this happens, 95% of the time, the guy's going to run around towards my head and try to basically hip sit on me. If my grips are weak, as he comes around, I cannot stop this. My grips are collapsed. I'm going to come back. Now just simply by changing my grips and getting them rolled over like they should, flares this up a little bit so it makes it weaker, so when he tries to put weight on it, I'm just going to basically almost arch and follow him with my body. So as he comes around, I'm doing this. And he gets dumped. I know it sounds silly, but it's very, very, very effective. A lot of times, as you're here, you can catch this arm in the process when we start building back up. It sounds like donkey. Pummel the head. I'm all locked up. My grips are square. Once they get locked in, I don't start trying to submit until my grips are good and locked in.
And you're flaring your wrist.
I roll mine down. I look at my grips as not being how flat my knuckles are. It's from here to here, top of my hand is lined out straight. And if you notice it actually, you put a lot more, you feel more bone-on meat contact here versus here.
Yeah.
And also, this is just so easy for your wrist to collapse when it's doing this.
Yeah.
So if he grabs my foot and he peels it off, my grips are locked in, they never change. And he's gonna come running around. And I literally follow him, keep here. He can't put weight down into his hips, come back. He cannot drop his weight in my hips unless I lose my grips. And I do something silly like letting them collapse. But once I flare them, here, as he's coming around, it's not a muscle thing, it's just he cannot dip his hip into me. He can't drop it down. And then you simply follow, any way that you like.